As a 25-branch national information service, it is important for the Australian WhatsApp Information Service to be able to work cooperatively across all branches to maximise the skills and knowledge of staff throughout the company. Online collaborative tools are an effective way of supplementing more typical methods of communication such as phone and email. Collaborative tools facilitate scheduling of meetings and deadlines, sharing of documents, ideas and articles, and participation in meetings and conferences across multiple locations. This report will focus on the collaborative tools Skype, Google Drive and Doodle, each of which provide a different function for online collaboration. The first tool on the list is Skype. Skype allows free video and voice calls between users as well as having an instant messaging feature. For a cost, Skype can also be used to call mobile phones and landlines. The video call function of Skype is useful for conducting both one-on-one and group meetings between various locations. This means that officers in Queensland, New South Wales and Western Australia can communicate at the same time. The instant messaging feature also enables follow-up questions and clarification. It is important for all parties to have a good internet connection when using Skype, otherwise the connection can drop out and this can cause confusion and become time-consuming to readmit participants into the conversation, particularly if there are many people involved. During our first Skype meeting for producing a report on mobile phone operating systems, the video call dropped out multiple times, so we reverted to voice call and no longer had problems with dropouts. The next tool to evaluate is Google Drive. Google Drive allows online creation and sharing of documents and spreadsheets. It is compatible with various file formats and facilitates the creation of collaborative documents. It is accessible anywhere with an internet connection, and files can also be edited offline. The documents and spreadsheets have a comment feature which help with group editing. When using Google Drive, it is important to ensure that all users agree on a file naming system and the method for sharing documents. For example, if there will be a shared folder for all the files to be placed in, or if the files will be shared directly with each other. Without this sharing structure, it becomes difficult to find files, especially the more people you work with and the more projects you work on. For our project, we didn't set ground rules for sharing files, so we ended up with some files in a shared project folder while others were in a separate folder. There were also no naming conventions applied, so it was sometimes necessary to check individual documents to find the right one. As this was only a small group project, this was not a big issue. However, this could become a problem for larger projects or if creating multiple projects at the same time. The final tool for evaluation is Doodle. Doodle is a tool for scheduling meetings. Users create an account and set up a Meet Me page which others can use to request meetings with the page's owner. Having a tool to create a schedule and organise meetings is a useful concept in a large business environment, especially when meetings involve many staff members. However, the free version of Doodle was too difficult to use and not very effective. It requires creating a meeting request which is then sent to the user's email. From there, they are required to then forward the email to meeting participants who must then respond. But I feel that there are too many steps involved in this and that a much more simplified version would be more appropriate. And within our group we found it quite unhelpful for our project and preferred to set meeting dates either by email or the end of each Skype meeting. Overall, I would recommend Skype and Google Drive for using group projects and communicating between offices. However, I would recommend research into scheduling tools other than Doodle as it was found to be largely ineffective.